Welcome to Chisholm Trail 61. Today we're going to be doing an old-fashioned recipe. We're going to do southern salmon patties. And I'm going to show you how I do that coming up right now. Okay, we got our ingredients here and I'm going to give them to you as we put them in. What we got 15-ounce can of salmon. You can use mackerel or salmon, either one. We got 2 eggs. We're going to go ahead and dump our eggs in there. We're going to just bust them up and sort of stir them around in there a little bit. Just sort of get them mixed up there good so we can get them broke up good. We got a 1/4 cup of onion. That's chopped up fine. I'm going to stir it in there. Get it mixed in real good. We got 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. And the mayonnaise now, you can add a little bit of mayonnaise. You can take a little bit away, you know what I mean. But 2 tablespoons works out pretty good. And sometimes you may have to add a little bit to get the consistency that you want. Anyway, we got 2 tablespoons of the mayonnaise we're putting in. We got 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. We're going to go in with the breadcrumbs. Stir it around. Just a little bit there. And then we're going to add salt and pepper. Salt and pepper is to taste now. Salmon typically is already soft, pretty salty, so you don't want to add a lot of salt. I'm probably adding about a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to add about a 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Now you can add bell pepper to this. You can add celery to this. There's a lot of different things you can add to it. This recipe actually originated back in the Civil Wars when it first originated. So people pretty much used, whatever they had to go with it. And like I said, you can use mackerel or you can use salmon. Either one will give you pretty much the same flavor. We just want to get that all mixed up pretty good. Once we get this mixed up here, and that looks pretty good right there. You want it dry enough that it'll form in the patties. You should be able to sort of mash it down, seeing how it sort of stick together there. You want it where it'll form in the patties. And we got our oil heating over there on the stove. We're going to take this over there and we'll see y'all over at the stove. Okay, we're going to use a little what you call an ice cream scoop there, just to scoop these and form them in the patties, because we want them sort of pretty much all the same size. So what you want to do, we want to dip them out, and we're going to just form them. They're going to be sort of small, but that's okay. You can just dip them with your hand if you want to. And I'm actually going to show you 2 different ways to do these while I'm doing this. You can just form them like this and drop them down in there. So I'm going to do a couple of them like that. And we're going to cook them probably 2 or 3 minutes on each side there. Be plenty. Just want to cook them till they're golden brown. The only thing in them that's raw is the egg, and the egg will cook really quick in there. You want to leave them, probably about a 1/2 inch thick, something like that. I'm going to do a couple like that, and then I'm going to do a couple of them like this, show y'all this too. If you don't want to do them just straight like that, you can, once you get your patty formed, and I'll move that over here in a second. Once you get your patty formed, you're going to take you some flour. I got some all-purpose flour there that I sifted, and you can just lay them in the flour. Just roll them around in the flour a little bit, get them coated good like that, and then put them in your skillet and then fry them like that. We'll do a couple of them like that too. So like I said, we want to let them cook till they're golden brown. 2 or 3 minutes on each side. Get them browned on each side, then they'll be good to go. Put that one in there in the flour, and I'm going to roll it over a little bit and do that with it. And I'm going to do that. And then if you don't want to use a scooper, you can just get some in your hand here like this, and you can just form you a ball in it. I'll get over here where y'all can see. Just roll it into a ball. I like to roll it into a ball. And then just mash it down flat. Of course, you ain't going to get them as perfectly even like this as you would without, you know, if you're doing it the other way. And then just drop it in. I'll do a couple of them like that. If you want to keep them consistent, then, you know, you can just use your scooper. Right, that's probably about, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a cup scoop or a little less. I don't know. Something like that. I'm sure it tells on there somewhere, but I don't know where. But there it does that. So like I said, we're going to let them cook. It'll take 2 or 3 minutes on each side here for them to cook. Get me a spatula here. We got our heat on medium heat. And we just want to let them brown on both sides there. We got a little bit of just vegetable oil in the skillet. And so we're going to cook them up here. And like I was saying, you can add pretty much anything to the recipe, bell pepper, you know, things like that. You don't have to just stick with the basic recipe. You see how that's browned up there? That's what we're looking for, is about that right there. We just want to flip them over, let them go for a couple minutes on the other side there. Try to get one of these here that we got floured. Now you probably can see the difference in the flour and what, you know, ones that's not floured. But that just give you some options there as to how you want to do them. And like I said, you can make them as big as you like or as small as you like. Do them big, small, little. You can take that, make 2 patties out of it if you want to, or you can take that and make a dozen patties out of it if you want to. That's strictly up to you. And what you want to do is you want to take and put them on a plate that's lined with paper towels when you take them out of your skillet. You want to get them drained good on paper towels. And like I said, we're going to let them go for a couple minutes there on that side, and then we'll take them out and we'll lay them on these paper towels here. It's really a simple, quick recipe that is delicious. I mean, you can take and put these on light bread, eat them in a sandwich. You can have them with your regular meal. You can eat them on a biscuit. A lot of people like them on a biscuit with syrup. Now, I'm not big on them with syrup because, you know, I prefer the salmon taste. But, you know, if I'm going to have salmon patties, I at least want to taste the meat. I don't want syrup drowning it out. But, yeah, no, some people like to eat them on a biscuit with syrup. Put them, you know, inside your biscuit and put you a little bit of syrup on them, or dip your biscuit in syrup when you eat it, you know, with it in the biscuit. I like to take and put them on light bread now. Put mayonnaise on light bread and then eat them like a sandwich. They good like that. I really enjoy them like that. They better like that though after they sit in the refrigerator overnight. When you fresh cook them like this, they better with like turnip greens, green beans, mashed potatoes, something like that, you know. You don't really need the cornbread with them, but I like cornbread. But you see how we got that side browned up there too? And what we're going to do, we're just going to take and put it out here on this paper towel. And we're just going to let them sit on this paper towel and get drained good while we cook all the rest of it. I'm going to flip this over. You see, that's one that we floured there. So we're going to set it over there. And you can see the difference there between the ones that's not floured and the ones that's floured. But we just set them here and let them drain. And we get the rest of these cooked up. We'll bring y'all back and we're gonna cut into one and we're gonna taste one, see what it tastes like. Okay, we got our patties cooked up there and we got us one here. We're gonna cut in two for you. It's still hot. But we're gonna cut into it because we hungry and we ready to eat here. You can see how it's done all the way through there, and how it's flaky. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut me off a little piece of it here, and we're gonna get us a bite. You can see the onion and stuff in it. We have to cool it a little bit because they just come out of the skillet. Man, that's salmon patties the way I remember them. Those are delicious, man. Y'all got to try this recipe. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Try it out, salmon patties. If you will, give the video a thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all of you that do. Appreciate all of you that take time out of your day to watch our videos. Southern salmon patties. We'll see you on the next one.